Okay, should we actually rate Luna?
Was that added into the game?
Shut up. Are we rating Luna? I think Luna.
Planetarium item tier list.
Today we'll be ranking all the planetarium items in Isaac, which there are only 11. People have been asking us for a long time why Jupiter is S tier and Luna is F tier. I don't know if we'll actually explain that, but
Take our word for it.
I think that Jupiter and Luna are actually the first two. Alright, so what Jupiter does is it gives you 2 red heart containers, reduces your speed, but you can increase your speed if you're standing still, which happens pretty often, so you're not really losing any speed. And then it releases a fart cloud, which does damage.
It actually does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does. It's quite a bit. It doesn't actually say here. 1.5 times Isaac's damage per second. Never mind, it does say.
It's even better than we thought.
Yeah, I guess.
An SS plus tier.
Jupiter's pretty good. Also, the aesthetic is S tier in itself. If Jupiter isn't S, then what is, right?
True.
I think Jupiter just has to go in S. Whenever you get Jupiter, you've just won the run.
So is Mars next? I think Mars is next.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in front of Mars. Unless I'm blind. Mars is pretty simple. If you were to double tap in a direction while you have Mars, you do a invincible dash, and that's all it does.
Also, if your controller doesn't work too well and has snapback, then it just doesn't work.
Yeah. There are many other items that can replace this effect, like if you're wanting to use it for curse rooms. There's so many ways around it. You don't need Mars. More often than not, Mars just gets you hurt because you don't mean to do it. I think it has a lot of potential, but it's more often a detriment than a blessing. The dash deals equal to 4 times Isaac's damage plus 8. I mean, okay, that almost never comes into play. You're not running into mom. You can't even do like blood donation machines. It's not even like real invincibility. Yeah, honestly, that makes it D tier. Mars is terrible. There are so many better items in it. All right, this is Mercurius. This is the ultimate speedrunning item in Isaac. I already know what this one does because we've gotten it so many times. It makes all doors open forever, and you get a slight speed boost. I think it's like 0.4, which is like a fifth of Isaac's max speed. So you're insanely fast. It doesn't really do anything else though. This doesn't help you with bosses, but you're always going to make it to a boss.
You have to go find your treasure room and shop faster.
Yeah, you will always get to the boss with like maybe some trap rooms will be a hazard, but aside from that, like you will always be able to get to where you need to go, which kind of makes it OP in itself.
Honestly, B tier.
B tier?
So this is our speed running list, right?
This is no, this is literally the stars, Hermit, and the Emperor combined, but you just have to walk there.
So it's not like them at all.
It's either A or B for me.
I think it's B.
Well, good thing you're not making the tier list. Is this Neptunius? Or Neptunus? So while you're not firing tears, charge bar fills up and it will release all the tears you would have shot during that time, but it caps out after a certain amount of time. So it's just like you can concentrate your damage better.
It's just kind of like a better kidney stone.
Yeah, it's an activatable
Perfect.
kidney stone, and that weapon's pretty good. Weapon. Item.
You can kind of speed run with it.
Yeah. Not that that's taken into consideration here. So it's good for bosses, because like a lot of bosses will have events where they're completely invulnerable. And that'll give you time to store up your tears so you can hit them better.
A.
I don't think it's A.
Okay.
I think it's alright.
It's U tier.
Yeah, there's some hot takes happening right now. I think it's alright. I mean, clearly look at where Jupiter is.
No, that's the right spot for it.
Pluto?
Yeah, I think so.
Pluto is fucking insane. The size down makes you basically get hit by almost nothing. Also, it gives you tears up. I didn't even know that. Pluto is just nuts. You could probably just beat Hush with just Pluto and like never get hit. Size down makes so many things just go over your head that shouldn't. Like skeleton guys, the bones, if you stand close enough, they just go right over you. I've gotten hit so many times because of that. Because I was behind someone with Pluto. Expecting them to get hit. I don't think this works at all against like Dogma. The Beast will help so much. Saturnius?
Yeah. I hate that one.
I don't like it either. A circle surrounds Isaac when entering a room. The circle is filled with 7 orbiting tiers that copy Isaac's tier properties. The tiers will deal 1.5 times Isaac's damage plus 5 flat damage. I mean, it's okay. I don't see that winning you a run anytime soon. I think it's very basic.
Gotta go at least above Mars.
Yeah, I don't think anyone gets excited when they see Saturnus.
Put it down already. Drop it like it's
We're just
hot.
thinking like, yeah, get it down there. Soul, it shows you where the boss room is, but it doesn't show you like the path to get there. Then once you beat the boss, you get a damage up and full health.
Full health.
And I think you get to see the rest of the floor because the sun card activates, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Combined with Mercurius, that'd be the most OP speedrunning combo possible.
Gets extra points, obviously.
Yeah, extra points. Not that this list is graded on speedrunning. It's just like it doesn't help you beat the boss, it just helps you find the boss. And then once you kill it, then it's good. This doesn't do anything for the end game, except tell you where the boss is.
Yeah, I'd say C.
Also, this does not help with Delirium at all. I think it's C. It's probably above Saturnius. What is this one? This is Pluto? Yeah, that goes there. Okay. Terra is another speedrunning item. Shoot rocks, sometimes can break a door, and other rocks.
Each rock has different damage values.
Really? So rock tiers deal random amounts of increased or decreased damage, but it increases your damage. It's a worse Mercurius.
Kind of overrated, honestly.
Is it? I don't hear anyone talking about this.
But it does help you find the secret rooms,
Oh yeah,
which could lead to shortcuts, which leads to a better speed running time.
that's something to take into consideration. I actually didn't think about that. I think it's B, but I don't think it's better than Neptunus. If you just picked up an item and it said will sometimes deal 2 times damage, that'd be a pretty good item.
But it also sometimes does 0.5.
That wouldn't be listed.
Oh.
Edmund wouldn't be that transparent. So Uranus gives you freeze tiers, which can slow enemies. Bosses and mini bosses can't be frozen. I think they can be slowed though. That's pretty much it. I never
really
thought
cool.
freeze was like that good of an effect. It's decent. But I don't think Cube Baby's like an A tier item, you know? At least from that front.
I think it's C, honestly.
You can't really ever get full value from it. Like, you're not perfectly pushing enemies onto other enemies to freeze them to create a chain or whatever. You're not...
Good against bosses that spawn enemies.
Yeah. You can definitely kill famine very fast.
Or Duke of Flies. Duke of Flies counter.
Okay, wait, hold on. Duke of Flies counter?
The only bosses that exist are the ones on Basement 1 and 2.
Yeah, because those are the only bosses we see. That's the only thing we can grade them on.
Yeah.
How effective can it kill
Does
Monstro?
this item help me beat Basement 1?
If I beat Basement 1, I win the game. I think it's B. I think a lot of the Planetarium items that actually change your tiers are at least B tier, because they usually give some pretty good effects. Soul, Saturnius, they don't change your tiers. Saturnius is actually, the more I think about it, I just want to put it in D.
I hate seeing that item.
It's just not.
I hate it. I'm biased. It's D. Maybe even F.
Honestly, wait, hold on. Okay. We only have one item left. We have to have some sort of metric for F tier. Because we are...
doesn't work on controller. F.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's more like that.
That's fair.
We have to have one item F tier, because we're not grading this on anything else other than Planetarium items themselves. There has to be an F tier. Mars is the thing I quit runs over if I see it.
If somehow I accidentally pick up Mars, that's an instant run restart.
Yeah, I'm just... Run's ruined. Okay, so that out of the way. Last one is Venus. It's kind of like that one item where you get hit and you charm enemies, except you just passively charm enemies. I should really know what items are called. So what else does Venus do? It gives you 1 red heart container, so it's like automatic A tier.
Heals 1 additional heart of health.
That's actually
No,
insane.
never mind.
No,
that's just on pickup, I think.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think. Actually, I don't know. What does Too Spooky do? Oh, okay. I thought it was like something with health. You're actually more ugly than you are beautiful, according to Isaac. Assuming it's that, where did I put it? C tier? That's pretty good.
That's
I think that's fair.
make rooms pretty easy.
Yeah, it does. It actually makes a lot of rooms pretty simple. And you can get some real bangers of charmed enemies.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with the meat guys that revive.
Yeah, it just straight up counters some enemies. I guess we could say that about a lot of items.
Oh, actually, Uranus has to be at least bumped up by one more tier because it counters Dingle.
Oh, okay. I think it's pretty good.
It's definitely
But-
better than Soul.
Yeah. I think we have to rearrange this tier list a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
At least we went through all the items. Alright. So Jupiter's still S.
Wait, what is that icon?
Which one?
The one that you just shoved in S or F.
Did I just clicked randomly.
Oh,
Did it actually move something? I don't.
it must be. It's probably like a stream bug or something. He's
Yeah.
streaming this to me on Discord.
Okay, so Jupiter, 2 heart containers, overall speed increase, and farts that do 1.5 times damage. I mean, it's really good. And I think the farts aren't like just 1 time damage. Like, it just doesn't tick once and it's over. It will keep ticking. With Montezuma's Revenge, this item is OP. So it has synergy potential. Gives you a lot of survivability. So I think it's easy S. Mercurius, best speedrunning item in the game. I think, not even joking, this item is A tier. It's really good.
Rearrange them by which one's the best A tier.
Yeah. I don't think it's... Okay, Uranus should not be up here. So we have damaging items and survivability items. Jupiter is S for survivability. Pluto is probably A. Mercurius is A. Do you think Neptunus is that good? That it could actually go S?
It's really good. I don't know if it works with Brimstone or anything like that. Or like just charges it for you.
The thing is, the initial effects of this item are kind of underwhelming, but it scales really hard. If your tiers are up by like 0.5, this thing gets insane. What do other people think?
Let's look at their tier list.
Let me guys know we're not even done. This is the end. Okay. No, we're not done.
I had to get the glass in 5 minutes.
I think Uranus, Terra, and Venus, this is pretty comfortable tier for them because these are only positive above average effects. I think Uranus is probably... I think Terra is probably the best one. Venus is the most inconsistent. Because it's a little risky too.
Is it?
Well, you have to be close to enemies. And I don't think it's 100%. Unless it is,
Yeah,
then it's crazy.
It is.
It is? Okay, well, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think Uranus then is probably the worst one. It slows enemies, which is okay. But if you're getting swarmed... Actually, if you're getting swarmed, those enemies have less health. I don't know. I just don't think it's the best one.
I think
It doesn't increase your damage. It just slows enemies and can freeze them. And freezing is an okay effect. Soul, I think, is pretty comfortable. Helps you find the boss, essentially. Shows you the rest of the floor. It's more of an information perk. And it's not exactly better than the mind,
also
you know?
helps you with the rest of the floor. Gives you plus like 1.5 damage.
After you clear the boss.
Yeah.
So it just helps you clear other floors. But you still have to get... Or other rooms. You still have to beat the boss. You still have to get there. I think it's decent. I don't... Like, it doesn't win you the run. But it does help sustain it, I guess. It's a combination of information and just, like, health. Turnus, still D.
I just hate seeing that item.
Yeah, it's just... Out of everything you could have gotten, you got Saturnius. Catching enemy tiers, I've only ever seen it happen like a few times. Granted, I've only gotten this item a few times, but it's not like Venus where it's apparently 100% consistent. If that was the case, this thing would be insane. Probably overpowered. But I mean the soul essentially does that, but it doesn't like give you any benefit. So it could be better. Mars is still F. When did this get here? What does that even do? A whole bunch of nothing.
Why is it blank?
Okay, should we actually rate Luna?
Was that added into the game?
Shut up. Are we rating Luna? I think Luna, it requires you to have resources that you might not have. Can give you health, which is, it will give you health if you can get the secret room.
You will find the secret room.
Yeah.
One is marked for you.
Yeah, you will only ever find guaranteed one. And like if you're wasting your bombs trying to find the other ones, like if you don't have some sort of information item, then you at most get like +1 tier 8 or tier down delay for that floor. And a soul heart, which is the equivalent to finding a marked rock. I actually don't understand why people like this item so much. Alright, it's over. It's over. This is the tier list. I don't think Luna is good. You better find Pyro if you want to make use of this. Or the blue map. Or X-ray vision.
Be good at the game.
Yeah, just don't get hit, idiot. Jupiter's up here for a whole different reason. It's not comparable. So this is the official Lonslo Planetarium item tier list. Let me know if my takes were too hot, or if you would have done it different. But I don't think any of you would. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to keep up with what I'm doing. Let me know if you want to see more tier lists in the future, because this was pretty fun. That's all for me for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.